Alright guys, welcome back to another Genshin Impact video, and finally guys we got the official banners for Phase 2 or version 3.5 for Shenhe, Ayaka and also the weapons banner. And we also got the new events as well for Phase 2, we'll take a look at that later. But first let's talk about the new banners that have been unveiled in this phase. So Phase 2 is coming in about just a couple of days from now. Today is 16, it's going to be coming about 5 more days. And they've revealed the 4 stars on Shenhe's banner. So Mika is pretty much confirmed, we already know this one. So the two missing one is Diona and Sucrose. So pretty crazy in terms of elements. There's a lot of cryo in this banner, except Sucrose, so that's pretty interesting. So let's first just talk quickly about Shenhe. So if you guys don't know about Shenhe, she's kind of like a cryo damage buffer for your cryo DPS unit. So she's mainly on the supporting kind of role, but she's very powerful and can really help your cryo DPS do tons of damage. Example, if you pair her with Ayaka, your Ayaka is going to deal a lot of damage because she's going to transfer all of her attack into her. It's pretty much like how Bennett does transfer his attack to others as well. So Shenhe, it works kind of the same, but she's very niche. She only buffs cryo damage users, so that's why I said Ayaka is a better complement for her. And the best thing about Shenhe, obviously, you just need to stack attack percentage on her. Pretty much anything to attack, just give it to her. Other stats, you don't really have to bother too much, even crit. That's the best thing about Shenhe. It's very easy to build, not need a lot of investment on her. And her weapon choice as well, you can obviously go for her signature weapon, but it's not necessary. There are other alternatives as well you can use, which is a bonus for her as well. And yeah, just attack percentage on her as, again on the polearm that will do pretty much, and then she's good to go. So yep, and very niche character as I said. So if you really want her on your team, you don't have like a cryo buffer, then she's the only one you can get. Uh, and and yeah, so she's been a while actually since we seen her rerun. So I guess if you want to get her, this is the only time you can get her. This is your chance to get her. I don't know when she's gonna come back, maybe another year, so you might want to consider getting her if you have Ayaka or someone else like Ganyu. So yeah, for me personally, I won't be summoning on either of these banners, so I'll be saving for the next patch. So yeah. So the 4 stars, let's talk about them pretty quickly. So Mika is untested, she's new character. So all we know from the live stream, she's kind of like a physical damage buffer for like someone like Eula. So he kind of helps like Eula do more physical damage. Uh, from what I see in the live stream, and that's pretty much it actually. Nothing really crazy. I know he does like holds crossbow or something. He has a lot of weapons. I don't know why, but he has a polearm, he has a crossbow. So yeah, pretty unique. As I gotta say in terms of his weapons. From his elemental skill and elemental burst. But anyway, even he's holding a book here, so yeah, pretty much he has 3 weapons, but he is a polearm user, so that's something to take note of. And yeah, so nothing much to say because he's untested. So let's move on to other units that have been tested. So Diona pretty much she's a pretty good shielder character and also healer. So you don't have Diona until now. You can obviously if you wish on this banner, she's gonna be a very good shielder for your team. She's not the best in terms of the shielding strength, but she does still protect your team. And if you give her the sacrificial bow, she can reset that skill, so you can apply the shield again. So I think it's pretty dope as well. And if you got a lot of consolidations, especially until maybe C6, I think that's the best one from what I see. C6 on Diona is pretty insane. You can do a lot of damage and reaction damage with her, so pretty sick consolation for her in for C6. But other than that, pretty okay character. I want to say is a musket or something, but if you don't have any shielder, I think Diona is a pretty good one to get from this banner. And lastly, we have Sucrose. Sucrose, I gotta say, until now is very free to play friendly, easy to build, and she's like a mini Venti, so she can group up all the smaller enemies and it's much easier for your team to attack than because once they're grouped, you can just one bang them and all of them just die. So that's the whole point of Sucrose to help crowd control for your team. And she's a catalyst user, so you can give her like a supporting weapon like Trading Tales of Dragon Slayer to buff your team. You can give her a sacrificial fragment, so a lot of choices for her to use. And you can just stack elemental mastery on her, so you don't have to invest too much on the artifacts. You can go for the Vividescent set as well, so that will help your team even more. You can debuff enemies with that set, and that is going to be amazing. You can swirl the elements and just debuff them. So that's why I think Sucrose in this banner is makes the banner at least more value, in my opinion, besides these two units. So Sucrose, in my opinion, is very valuable in this banner. And that's all I have to say. I mean, nothing really crazy in terms of like all the units here. They're not like game breaking or something. All these units are just fine, including Shenhe herself. She's just fine. She's not gonna break the game or something. So yeah, pretty. I gotta say mid banner, average. Not the best in the world, not the worst ever. Just pretty average banner. But obviously, if you want to go for Shenhe because of her design, then yeah, by all means, go ahead and summon her. Do what you need to do. But if you're looking for like uh you're looking for getting her just for damage purposes, doing a lot of damage, she's not the right unit because like I said, she's just a buffer for someone like Yaka. So if you want to get her, make sure you have a cryo DPS already in your team. And if you want more damage, then yeah, getting Shenhe will definitely help your unit do more damage. So now let's talk about the next banner, which is Ayaka. So Ayaka's rerun, and she's making a comeback for I think the last time we saw her was last year. I can't remember which year, which month was it, but I think it was during the pandemic. I remember there was one banner which was like no time limit, and that was her banner. That was the last time I saw her. But anyway, she's back, and all I have to say, if you don't have a cryo DPS unit until now, and you're looking for one, Ayaka is a no-brainer. You can get her. She's pretty good in terms of her damage. The best thing about she being cryo is she can utilize the Blizzard Sphere set, and she doesn't have to focus all on the crit rate. She can just focus on the crit damage artifacts and even crit damage weapon, because she can use the Blizzard Sphere to increase her crit rate because of the bonuses you get from the 4 set, and also the elemental resonance. So you put her with another cryo unit, example, let's say Shenhe, you put her with Shenhe, you get the extra more crit rate as well if you in the freeze team. So that's pretty amazing, and I'm sure you're gonna run her on a freeze team anyway because she works very well in a freeze team. I'm not too sure if you wanna run her in a melt team or a vaporize team. Sorry, melt team. But yeah, in my opinion, just use her in the freeze team. That is the best, and you should be good to go. Alright, so that's all for the character banners. For me, as I said, I won't be summoning any of these banners. I'll be skipping. I might try to snipe Mika just for the fun, but since my PT is like very low, I think 5. But I'll just maybe do like 10 or 20 pulls on probably Ayaka's banner because I don't have Shenhe, so I'll just probably go on this one and see how it goes. If I got Mika in the first 10, that's great. We can just play around with him. But in my opinion, guys, just a quick caution: don't aim for the 4 stars if you want to go for Mika. Just aim for the 5 star. I'm just doing this for fun only, so yeah, don't need to follow me. But yeah, if you are new into Genshin Impact and you feel to play, I don't recommend doing this. So yeah, just go for the 5 star you want, then don't bother too much about the 4 star. If you think Nika is new and you really desperately want him in your team, he's gonna come back again on another banner, and he's gonna be on standard banner as well in 3.6. So you can just wait. It's not a rush to get him. It's just for me to get him. If I'm lucky to get him, I will use him. But if not, I'll just wait till the next banner. So yeah. Alright, the weapons banner. So this one, a bit hard to recommend in my opinion because we have the Calamity Queller over here beside the Mist Splitter. Mist Splitter obviously is very good sword. It can be used on multiple units, not only Ayaka, even Kachin can use it. A couple of units can use it. Even I think our Hatem can use it. It's a crit damage weapon. So a lot of flexibility for this weapon in my opinion. That's why it's pretty good. For the Calamity Queller, unfortunately, it's really only for Shenhe. It's an attack percentage. Unfortunately, not many units fully utilize attack percentage on the main stat for the weapon. So it's really only useful for Shenhe. So if you're going for Shenhe and you confirm you want to get this weapon, then yeah, I think this banner is pretty nice to pull on if you're going for Shenhe and you have Ayaka and you don't mind getting any of these, then that's fine. But you don't have Ayaka and you don't have a sword DPS user and you got this one, then that's sad because you want to go for this one, right? So yeah, just be careful because weapons banner, as I said, it's a scam. It's you might not get the weapon you want, you might go wrong twice and then you get the one you want, and you might run out of fates already by then. So just be careful for weapons banner. Just be sure if you really want to get these weapons, you have to be ready to lose twice, and that's it. So if you're ready to lose twice, then it's fine. Then you can get the weapon you want. But let's see, take a look at the 4 stars really quickly. So got the Favonius Wobble. This one is obtainable for free, by the way, for your first copy when you first play the game. So it's not to say amazing if it's on this banner, but it's nice to have refinements of it if you're planning to summon this banner. So if you get like R3 and above, I think it's very good already. Same goes for Sacrificial Sword. If you got the refinements of like R3 and above, it becomes very good. But yeah, so Sacrificial Sword, pretty great weapon on like Xingqiu or any sword user that want to reset the skill. Basically, it's one of the best ones. Favonius Lance is here as well, so a lot of Favonius series in this banner it seems. We got the Wine and Song. I don't really, I didn't really bother to check this weapon because it's very niche weapon as well. Pretty niche passive as well actually. So yeah, I don't really bother too much of this one. And lastly, we have the Bell. The Bell. Seriously, until now, I don't know who can use this. Besides maybe Deya, I guess, because it's HP percentage. I don't know, probably Deya. But anyway, besides Deya, I don't know who can use this weapon. Pretty much no one can use this weapon that well. But yeah, other than that, yeah, this the Bell is not that great in this banner. But anyway, that's the weapons banner. It's pretty average, I gotta say. Still, even though the Mistsplitter is here, it's not the best banner I've ever seen. The current weapons banner, which is right now the Deya's weapon and Sinos weapon, that's actually more better than this one because both of them are crit rate weapon. For this one, it's not that great. So if you want to get the Mistsplitter, you gotta be careful, as I said, or vice versa. So yeah, so this weapons banner pretty average for me. Not gonna be summoning this banner at all, so I'm gonna skip fully. And now let's talk about the events. So we got the events for phase 2. Let's take a look pretty quickly. So these are the wishing events. We're gonna skip all this. We already saw everything. Skip all this. Alright, event number 4, event for the Fungus Mechanicus. So this one starts on the 23rd of March, which is next week. And yeah, the rewards are over here. You can see. I'm not sure it's the same one as the previous fungi event, but I think they might have changed up the mechanics a bit. We have to see how it goes, but the rewards, nothing too crazy. Most of this one you can get from farming outside basically, except Primo Gems. Primo Gems you can get from this event obviously. So yep, nothing too crazy, just pretty okay. The next event is Spices from the West. So this one is a rerun. It happened before, but I think they have changed maybe the recipe or the materials. Probably different recipes for you need to obtain to get all these rewards. So nothing too crazy. It's a very chill event. So yeah, this is a very chill event. And lastly, the Leyland Overflow. So this is not really an event in my opinion. It's more of like a double drops thing. But anyway, we get this one is Blossom of the Wealth or Blossom of the Revelation. Means more Mora or more EXP materials for your characters. You can get 3 times a day. Double the rewards for 3 times a day. So that's pretty sick. And yep, that's pretty much it. So this one starts a bit later, but anyway, that's pretty much it for the events. Nothing too crazy to discuss. In my opinion, it's a very you can say very quiet patch. Not a lot of happenings in the game. I think 3.5 is a filler patch. As you guys pretty much know already, it's a very casual, chill patch. Usually Windbloom Festival is a very chill patch, so it's a very I can say very quiet. But I think 3.6 will be much better. We have to see about that. But anyway, guys, that's all for me. Thanks for watching. Just a quick look at the event wishes, notice, and also the events that are coming in phase 2. What do you guys think? Are you going to be summoning for Shenhe or Ayaka? Are you going to be summoning on the weapons banner? For me, as I said, not going to touch anything on this banner. Fully skipping. Just maybe uh, 2 10 pulls on Ayaka's banner just to try to get Mika. Other than that, that's it. Not gonna summon anymore on this banner, and yeah, stay away from this banner and just saving up for 3.6, which has Baizu and Kave, which is I think more interesting. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.